This is your lovely instructor again. Let's talk a little bit about what we're doing for Module 2. This is one of my favorite modules, or Week 2 I should say. Week 2, we have a couple of great chapters from our Robbins book. We talk about, in the first one, integrated management, and this is a list of gold. We first talk about globalization, and I spent a long time primarily focused on international business, so this is an area that's near and dear to my heart. Ethics and social responsibility and workforce diversity. Also, as part of this module, I've got a great segment where one of my person I very much admire, Thomas Friedman, a columnist for the New York Times, talks about globalization and the skill sets that we need to have to be successful in the age of globalization. This is from his latest book. It's really fun. I don't know if you've got any money in the stock market, but of course it's tanked over the last couple of weeks with perceptions of a downturn in China. A couple years back, everybody was worried about China was taking over the world, and perhaps it still is. It's certainly growing, and it's good for the world if it continues to do well. But this has some information about how we can compete against China individually and as a country with that type of competitors out there. So enjoy. Thomas Friedman, I think this is from a presentation at Stanford. I think you'll enjoy it. The next module here within Week 2 is also special. It looks at decision making. Lots of times we think managers make rational decisions, and we need to actually understand when that other forces other than just brain power that shapes the decisions managers make. So we've got a segment on individual decision making and group decision making, and we get to see a wonderful film that I think portrays very well some of the dynamics we have within group decision making. If you haven't seen it before, I think you'll very much enjoy 12 Angry Men, a classic with the young Henry Fonda. So observe group decision making there and the forces that go into shaping and influencing people within groups. I think we can learn a lot from this particular film as an addition to what we have in the chapter. All right, so a couple of other things are of course within the module. I do want to mention a little bit about some other features of the class. First, there is a segment on current events, and this is for you or I to post other things that may not fit within a particular module, but help us understand management, what's going on out there in the business world. So I asked people to talk a little bit about, of course, Amazon last time. I'm surprised nobody posted Jeff Bezos' response to the New York Times article, so I posted that within current events. Check that out. And I also have another interesting segment, at least I find it interesting, hopefully you do also, that's included there within current events. So check that out, and again, you come across in your own reading and exploration of the world of business, especially management, interesting stuff. Feel free to put it out there on our current events board. All right, one other thing, discussion boards. I talked a lot in these videos and in the syllabus about the importance of discussion boards, and just to reinforce that, first time I haven't used it in this class, but I've added it too. If you look at the start of Week 2, I suggest you take a look at a Walter Isaacson, Charlie Rose interview. Walter Isaacson is the best known of the Steve Jobs, our former founder and CEO, co-founder and CEO of Apple Computer, which of course has grown to be one, if not the largest market capitalization companies in the world. So check out that. Talks a little bit about Jobs' managerial style. And I mentioned a couple times this A game, bringing your A game to the discussion boards, and I take that from Steve Jobs' managerial style. My discussion boards are sacred. Don't post anything there that you're not gigantically proud of. You should spend a considerable amount of time and effort in coming up with your A game, putting there on discussion posts, and I think we understand expectations a little bit better than perhaps we did starting out this course about just the continued brilliance and excellence required on the discussion board. So do your best job there. And that will make class and the experience go a lot better. So bring your A game to those discussion boards and I look forward to seeing that. All right, I think that's about it. Feel free, of course, to email me at any time about questions you have, and of course I'll try to provide timely feedback on the discussion boards, at least your grade. And any other questions? I do have Skype open. My Blackboard Instant Messaging is overloading my computer, so that's not available. Email is the best way to get a hold of. But of course we have other options. All right, hope things go well, and look forward to seeing your work at the end of module or week 1, and of course